Good evening, YouTube, and welcome to tonight's live. Tonight, we're talking about the seed that never stops producing. Did you know that you were born with everything you need to be successful in this world? Everything you need. Over and over and over again, you can be successful based off of just one seed. Now, I'm going to share some things with you because I know there was a time when I was in a space that I could not accept that that was the truth. And I've been there. And what generally happens during that period is that you feel like there's a weight on your chest and you feel like you can't breathe and you're struggling. And it doesn't matter what you touch, nothing ever seems to work out just right. Have you been there? Have you gone through that pain? Are you still going through that pain? Because the reality is that pain is so unbelievably bad that what it does is it stops you from doing anything. It causes you to freeze and to think that you will never, ever, ever be successful and that you'll never, ever make anything of yourself. And I'm here tonight to tell you that that's not true. Listen, you were not born here to be nothing. Accepting that you only make X amount of dollars a year, accepting that you're not going to go to this level or to that level, that's where the damage begins. So instead of focusing on that tonight, let's talk about that growing seed, the one that doesn't stop. You know, the reason we do so many of the Bible studies is because I want you guys to first understand that everything we do comes out of biblical principles. And when God said, I made you in my image, he wasn't saying that to tell you, look, you are a God. You are not. And if you keep trying to live that way, you're going to keep stubbing your toe, breaking your knee, breaking your ankle, going through all these things that you don't have to go through. What I want you to understand is this. Here is what that means. It means I have endowed you with creativity beyond anything you can imagine. And I want you to understand what the seed is. It's that creativity. It's your ability to generate ideas and to produce, to make that idea happen, to bring it to fruition. And once you plant that seed, what did he tell you? He will make you fruitful and then you will multiply. Nothing that you go through on this earth ever, ever does increases by addition. It can only increase by multiplication. And I want you to understand that because when you understand that everything you put your hand to touch multiplies, it changes what you're willing to touch. If I don't want a life filled with drama, guess what? I ain't touching that mess. You ain't bringing that to me. You understand what I'm saying? Because that's what happens in our lives. Your creativity is the thing that catapults you to the next level. And I want you to understand the secret about how it works. When you engage your ideas and you start moving on them, here's what happens. It keeps producing more and more and more and more and more ideas. And before you know it, you have a room filled with things that you have put together and you have built all because you allowed your creativity to run rampant. Now, here comes the next key to that creativity. You now have to take that creativity and do something with it. The Bible tells you that your job is to sell it, and that if you keep it to yourself, the world will be angry at you. Think of all the things that if people never, ever, ever sold, we wouldn't have. Clothes, jeans. If Levi Strauss held on to their denim jeans idea, how many of us would be suffering right now? I'm a diehard denim girl. So I want you to understand that you already have the power you need to go accomplish anything you want to accomplish. So I want to give you an opportunity. I want to invite you to come and sit down and talk with us. If you're feeling stuck, if you're not sure how to move forward, if you really need help figuring out how do I take this creativity and engage it and actually make something happen. We've put a link in the description below. Make sure that you click that link and set an appointment for yourself. Your other option is to pick up the How book. I love this book. Okay, so I'm slightly biased. I wrote it, but it really is a good book and it sticks off of the biblical principles. Pick it up, read it over, and let it walk you through exactly how to move forward, how to get to a place where you're no longer asking, how do I do this? How do I get there? How do I make this move? This gives you all the steps that you need to get there. And on that happy note, I'm going to leave you for tonight. I'll be live again tomorrow, and I hope you have a wonderful evening. See you soon.